peace. Welcome to Ladyscorpius Tarot. I'm your host, Ladyscorpius. Today we'll be reading for the sign of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of August 2026. This will be a 3-card general reading, so take the messages that resonate, leave the rest behind. And as always, if you guys would like to see what's going on personally in your life, you could book a personal private reading on my website, ladyscorpiustarot.com, and check out my products on there, you guys. Hold on. All right, so yeah, we're going to just jump straight into it, y'all. Sorry I'm a little late with these messages, but better late than never. Let's see what Spirit has to say and what's surrounding my Scorpios for the month of August, you guys. Once again, like, subscribe, and share the channel if you have not. All right, let's get into it, y'all. Universal Spirit, Angels, Ascending Guides, and Masters, Gods and Goddesses, Ancestors. Give me messages for my Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of August 2026. What is the overall energy surrounding Scorpio Spirit? What's coming towards my Scorpios for the month of August 2026? What advice you have for Scorpios? I ask for you to give me messages out of love, light, and clarity for my Scorpios. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, 3 cards only, Spirit, for the month of August 2026. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of August 2026. Spirit, what's coming towards my Scorpios? 3 cards only, Spirit, for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of August 2026. Any messages for my Scorpios? Okay. All right. Let's see the overall energy. Okay. This is going to be an interesting reading. I can already see it. The overall energy we have is number 50, North Node, South Node, as the overall energy. So I really feel like with this being the overall energy, North Node, South Node, I feel like a lot of my Scorpios, you are in your North Node energy and you're trying to remove yourself from anybody who's coming in their South Node energy. Doing things obsessively that's harming the connection or bringing, maybe negativity your way or harsh lessons, harsh realities. I feel like a lot of my Scorpios, you guys are in your North Node, so you're trying to stay high vibrational and you're trying to remove yourself from low vibrational people, places, and things. Anything that's not serving you, anything that makes you feel distorted or that throws you off your square. I feel like a lot of my Scorpios, like, you're really paying attention to that for the month of August, and you staying high vibrational. So kudos to you, Scorpio. Keep it up. Don't allow nobody to bring you down. All right. So the first card we have is number 70, Divination. Some of my Scorpios, you guys could be into tarot readings, of course, if you're watching this. Some of you guys could be a reader yourself. Somebody could be getting readings on you. We're going to go ahead and see what it is. But a lot of my Scorpios, of course, you're very intuitive, You could be seeking knowledge, seeking wisdom, learning studies, like learning more about divination work, spiritual practices. You could be, like I said, like a diviner. You could do divination work for people, or it could be talking to someone that's doing work for you. We're going to go ahead and see what's going on. But the second card we have is Trusted. So for Scorpios, you're in this energy of feeling like you want to be around people that you can trust. Like, I feel like you are a valid person. People see you as very, like, a trusted person, somebody they can trust, somebody that's valid, somebody that's accurate, that's not going to lead nobody astray, that's not going to stand nobody wrong. And I feel like for the month of August, like, maybe a lot of people feel like they can put their trust into you. If you've been doing spiritual work for people, you've been very fucking accurate, very, like, on point with your readings for some of the Scorpios that read for people. But I do feel like, for the most part, like I said, you are a trusted person. People look up to you. They know that they can depend on you. They know that your opinion matters. It's a trusted, valid opinion. And I feel like a lot of you guys are not want to be around anybody that you can't trust. So you could be looking at the trust that you have, giving, or how you showed up as a trustworthy person for somebody, but they just wasn't like that for you. And I'm feeling like that for some of my Scorpios. Like, it could be people around you that you feel like, you showed up for them, and maybe it just was not the same in return, because the third card we have is number 59, Self-Love. So I just feel like this month is just the focus of self-love. A lot of you guys are pouring your energy into yourself. All right. You're focusing on your own well-being. your own happiness, your own inner peace. Some of you guys might need to do something nice for yourself. If you have not, like buy yourself something nice, treat yourself to a spa day, a massage, pour into yourself, spend some time alone, take yourself out to eat, whatever this is. But Spirit is saying this month is all about you, pouring back into you, reflecting on all the love that you gave to others, even if it wasn't reciprocated back. Now you can take that cup and just give it to yourself, Scorpio. And that's what Spirit is saying. Like, I feel like some of you guys could have even been reflecting on how you showed up for people, how you were there for people, how you even could have even helped people with your insights, your spiritual insights, or whatever this is. But I'm feeling like maybe it may not been like the same in return. It wasn't a lot of reciprocity with certain people that you were connected to. But like I said, somebody could be getting readings on you. Somebody could. But we're gonna go ahead and get into this energy and see what's going on for the month of August. And yeah, if it's resonating, leave a comment below. And I appreciate the feedback. All right, Universal Spirit, Angels, sending out the messages, gods and goddesses. Clarify divination. Why is this here for my Scorpios for the month of August 2026, Spirit? Why is divination here for my Scorpios for the month of August 2026? Clarify divination. Why is this here for my Scorpios for the month of August? Okay, we got the Star card coming out. Some of you guys could be connected to Aquarius. But, I mean, with the Star card being here, I feel like, like, you're working on healing. You can be doing spiritual work, spiritual practices, self-love rituals, whatever this is. This is you working on rejuvenation, replenishing your energy, staying balanced in your emotions, and staying grounded, having faith, having hope. Things are just working in alignment for you right now, Scorpio. That's what I'm seeing, and this is all in divine timing, divine alignment. With divination here, some of you guys, like I said, you could be a diviner. You could do divination work for people, and people see that you bring a lot of hope and faith and clarity to situations, rejuvenation to situations. But yeah, I feel like for the most part, Scorpio, you guys are just working on yourself, like, rejuvenating, self-love, self-healing. Why is divination here for Scorpios for the month of August 2026, Spirit? Why is divination here? Okay, we got two cards that came out. Yep. Nine of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles here. So you got people that could be wanting to see what's up with you, trying to make you small ass offers. But I feel like a lot of my Scorpios, you guys are just focused on the money. You're focused on your stability. You're focused on the fruits of your labor. You're focusing on like the luxury that you created for yourself, your home. Some of you guys could be purchasing a home or could already have a home and just be really comfortable, reaping the rewards and enjoying the rewards of your hard labors. Like, I feel like a lot of you guys are just single right now. A lot of my Scorpios could be in a single energy where so you feel abundant by yourself, and whoever's been coming in or people that's been coming in, I feel like it's been small offers. Somebody could be wanting to give you a gift or see how ambitious you are, or like I feel like a lot of you guys just been very diligent, ambitious, and that led you to this Nine of Pentacles. But also, like I said, people coming in, they could be coming in making small offers because they see how abundant you are, how well off you are. But I feel like you are using definitely discernment, and you feel like if it's coming in as self-note energy, very low vibrational, small offers, not intentional, I don't think you're really going to pay that no mind. But yeah, I do feel like people is definitely wanting to see what's up with you or offer you something, a small token of appreciation, or ask you out. It could be an Earth sign towards Virgo Capricorn. This person could be younger than you or just a little more immature. Why is divination here for my Scorpios for the month of August 2026? Why is divination here for Scorpio Spirit? Okay. So I feel like we have the Hermit mode, like Hermit card coming out. So I feel like it came out like this. So it's like maybe some of you guys go to a point, like a period where so you maybe at one point in time, like people, maybe I feel like this is a projection. Like people may feel like you are alone with, like you a loner, like you're lonely because you like to isolate and be by yourself, or you always kind of by yourself. But I don't feel like you are a loner. I feel like you like your solitude. I think you like your peace, Scorpio. And with this Hermit energy being here, Virgo energy could be connected to a Virgo. I feel like you guys are just taking some time to search out for the truth, like to search for the inner truth, to find inner guidance, to figure out who's supposed to be around you, who's not. To make sure like you seeing things clearly. I feel like maybe you could even be doing some type of, like I said, spiritual research, learning new practices, or whatever this is, but also contemplating the energies around you, searching for inner guidance, inner truth. And I feel like you're doing that through divination work for some of my Scorpios. Somebody could be trying to do divination work and figure out what's going on with you because you're not speaking to them. You're not really connected socially to certain people that's coming in with these small offers. You could be pulling away your energy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Clarify Hermit though. Why is Hermit card here for Scorpio? Clarify divination for August 2026. Why is the Hermit card here? Okay. Ten of Pentacles. It wanted to come in reverse. So, I mean, it could be people from your past that lack stability, that's trying to make you these offers. They could have lacked responsibilities. They lack resources. A lot of fleeting in and out energy, fleeting success. Some people that came around that you maybe at one point tried to build stability with, and it just wasn't there. And I feel like you decided to pour into yourself. I do feel like you could be contemplating legacies, family, inheritances, marriage, all of those good things. Some of you guys are even contemplating if you deserve that. Like, I mean, well, not if you deserve that because you do, Scorpio, but if you would receive that, you know. But I do feel like right now, Spirit is saying, like, look, trust the process. Self-love is the best love. Pour into yourself. And before you know it, you may meet someone, you know, because we have the Ten of Pentacles here. Usually this is a happy home, happy marriage, happy family. But I do feel like whatever this is, like, if you're doing divination work, you're definitely leaving a legacy for your loved ones to come, like your children or whatever this is, your family. But I do feel like you guys going from the 9 to the 10 is showing abundance and legacy. So you have a lot of abundance hitting your way. And I feel like people could also want to pull on your energy and make small offers because they see that you're healed. You are healing. You have faith. You're high vibrational. A lot of my Scorpios is like you're pulling back your energy because you're searching for some type of truth right now. And I feel like it's surrounding like relationship or dynamics. Like if you can build or pour into certain connections. And I feel like you realize it's time to pull back and trust yourself. Trust loving you and pouring into you and pouring back into you. All right, clarify trusted. Why is trusted here for my Scorpio? Why is trusted here for Scorpio for the month of August 2026? Spirit. Clarify trusted. Why is this here? Well, somebody is definitely thinking about you. That's what I feel like. Somebody from your past who possibly lack stability, lack resources, lack a stable foundation. Somebody is definitely seeing you as trusted. And I feel like whoever it is, you could have left this person out in the cold. Could be an earth sign because we got more earth energy here. But this person could be trying to contemplate you, maybe how to get you back, or maybe that you walked away. Maybe they feel like you may be moving on to somebody else. They know that you're a trusted person. They know that you're somebody that shows up, you know, authentically yourself, and somebody that actually shows up with honesty and somebody that's willing to help and have high integrity, high honor. So I feel like this person is seeing like, damn, I had somebody that, you know, was high vibrational, was in a north node. They was honorable. They had integrity. They had all the things, but I fucked it up. And that's just what I'm saying. Because I feel like you guys are like contemplating, like people that maybe left you out in the cold or you had to walk away from, if they are trying to resurface, I feel like it's a lot of time for contemplation because we do have the Four of Swords here. Some people could be losing their mind, like not even losing their mind, but losing sleep over you, Scorpio, thinking about you, not getting a lot of rest, trying to like think about what went wrong or what happened. Because I feel like somebody feels like really needy or impoverished. I feel like somebody's really insecure at this time. And I do feel like it could be somebody from your past that possibly you poured love into and they didn't appreciate it. They could have wore their heart on their sleeve or went elsewhere or whatever this was. Clarify trusted. Why is trusted here for Scorpio? Why is trusted here for Scorpio for the month of August 2026? Why is trusted here? Yeah, the Lover's card in reverse. Yeah, somebody that you ended a connection with. It was a loss of balance. It was a lot of disharmony that this person created. You possibly thought that you can trust this person to build with them and have some type of foundation, but they gave you a run for your fucking money. That's what I'm seeing. And now this person feels like they lost balance now that you're not around. Because I feel like you did bring some type of balance and peace and hope and rejuvenation and healing energy to this person's life. And now Scorpio is like, they feel like they lost maybe a soulmate, like the love of their life, a soulmate, because the Lover's card is a very powerful connection. It's a deep, deep love connection. Like a deep twin flame, spiritual, could be soulmate energy. But I feel like it's a loss of balance here. And this person feel like, damn, I fucked up the trust. and I messed up the balance. But I feel like this person contemplates you, thinks about you, could be losing sleep about you, thinking about you, not getting that much rest with the Four of Swords. They even be dealing with health issues, mental health issues. I ain't diagnosing nobody, but that's what I see on the board. But we got the Nine of Pentacles in reverse towards Virgo Capricorn. I told you, you got to be an earth sign. But some of you guys, Gemini here as well. But earth sign, this person was moving very slowly with you. They needed to work on being more responsible, more hardworking. Because I feel like right behind it, we got the Empress card. So you are very much more mature than this person. The Empress versus the Knight. Yeah, you just was on a whole nother level. This person has to catch up to you. All right. I feel like you had this feminine or masculine energy for my men. And, you know, very nurturing energy, very father-like, mother-like energy. And this person could have took advantage of it because they was not used to that. You know, they could have moved very slowly with the connection. Very methodical on how they move with you. Because the Knight of Pentacles, the slowest moving fucking horse, the slowest moving knight on a deck. So in the deck. So yeah, I feel like this person moved very slow. And you know, you could have felt stuck and trapped. You know, in this situation, and thought about this partnership or looked at it for what it was. It was like, you know what, this not. I can't build. I can't build this person, or I can't trust this person to come forward with some type of building or teamwork, collaboration, or to be honest and truthful. Because I feel like whoever you were dealing with the Page of Cups and the Ace of Wands, you could have found out this person betrayed you. They could have hooked up with somebody else. They could have started something sexually with somebody else, a new relationship with somebody else. The Page of Cups represents somebody that's could be talks about children, so they could have had children. Could be with a child's mother for some of you guys, or a child's father. But if not, this person's very fucking childish, and they wear their heart in their sleeve, and they just kind of go where they get attention at, you know. Because I do feel like that's the case with the Ten of Pentacles. I'm sorry, Ten of Swords being here. This person caused some type of defeat, betrayal. It was a failure. It was some type of ending. And yeah, this person was juggling. Whoever you were dealing with was a lot of juggling, imbalance going on. A lot of trying to adapt to changes, and this person not prioritizing the connection or prioritizing, you know, doing the right thing for this connection or for you, you know. So I feel like, you know, there's a lot of indecisiveness, a lot of imbalancing of priorities and decisions and changes going on. And I just feel like a lot of you guys just decided to say, fuck it, I'm done. Ten of Swords, pull back your energy, ended it. It's a collapse, it's a failure, it's not working. Too much arguing, too much defensive energy here. The Seven of Wands here. Too much of trying to maintain control. So you could have been doing somebody that was in their ego, that was always in and out with the Knight of Wands, playboy, playgirl energy, running in and out of connections for sexual reasons, for seeking thrills and attention and having fun, traveling for work for some of you guys. Whoever you were dealing with could have been a fire sign, Leo, Sag, or Aries. But like I said, it was too much of a juggle. This person was given to too many different people. You couldn't trust it. You know, you didn't want to hold on to a situation. Somebody could have been holding on to you, but still was juggling you. Or, you know, oversharing the wealth, being over generous, just doing wild shit, being impulsive, taking action, being adventurous. I just feel like it just was too much for you, Scorpio. Too much. You couldn't trust it. Couldn't trust it. Yep. Three of Cups in reverse. Yeah, somebody was overindulging. This flew out. Somebody was definitely overindulging. It was a third party here. A lot of gossip here. This person gonna be running their mouth to other people about y'all. You just decided to isolate yourself from this. It's not worth it. Why self-love here for my Scorpios for the month of August 2026? Why self-love here? Yeah, because you want to temperance yourself. You want to temperance your emotions, your feelings, your thoughts. You want to stay balanced. You're trying to find a middle ground to everything. I feel like, you know, somebody could have been trying to throw you off your fucking square because they were imbalanced. You guys are trying to find peace, solace, meaning to life, a purpose to this path, this journey, or what this was. Whoever you were dealing with, Capricorn energy, devil here, this person had a lot of addictions, or you could have been really addicted to this person. Could have been like a sexual connection for some of you guys. This person could have been a little possessive, controlling, or they had addictions. They could have been addicted to drinking, sex, you know, overindulging, messing with different people, having too much control, possessiveness, obsessive energy. I just feel like it just needs to be balanced out. It was too much for you. With the devil card and temperance here, somebody just couldn't have, somebody didn't have self-control. And I don't feel like it's you, Scorpio. I feel like it was the person you were dealing with, yeah, because we got the Seven of Swords here, the Five of Cups, and the King of Cups. So if you was trying to build a partnership with this person or relationship with this person, you had a lot of love for this person. You cared for this person. You had compassion for this person. You were very balanced with your emotion, but this person left you feeling like stuck, trapped, left out in the cold, sad. Somebody was crying over spoiled milk. This is the cups that spilled over. So somebody ruined the connection that you had for a third party or something like that, or overindulging or doing something that was addictive personality, taking risks and not thinking about it. But I feel like, you realize that, look, it's still opportunities for you to find love out here with the Two of Cups behind the door. But somebody right now could be in regret, and it could be the person that you were connected to. They're sitting in regret. They feel like it's a loss. They could be feeling a little self-pity about what they did, while you was truly a person of trust that loved them, that was compassion, that showed up for them, and they were being fucking sneaky with the Seven of Swords, very deceptive, being, using strategies and tactics to get away with shit behind your back, being like very, using trickery, tricknology 101. That's what I like to call it. This person was being very sneaky. You couldn't trust this person because the Seven of Swords is the person that cannot be trusted. This person always trying to do some shit behind your back, always lying, sneaking. Why self-love here? You decided to pour back into yourself. Why self-love here for Scorpio? Clarify for the month of August. Clarify self-love for August 2026 for Scorpio. Page of Wands. Yeah, somebody could be wanting to send you some type of message. Some type of exciting message, but I feel like if not, this could be exciting news coming in for you. Good news coming in for you. You exploring new realms of happiness, freedom, getting out of the situation, feeling free again, getting your spark back for some of my Scorpios. But it could be good news coming in. Why's the Page of Pentacles here? I'm sorry, Page of Wands here. Gotta find self-love for Scorpio. Death card. Shit, you could have sent this message to this person like, this is over, I'm done. But this is transformations. This is a new beginning happening for you, okay? Spirit is saying it's time for a new beginning. Out with the old and with the new. This is changes happening. This is you going through a major transformation, a spiritual transformation, and learning from lessons. So cutting out karmic ties, karmic cycles. This is your energy, Scorpio. You're in your power for the month of August. Death to anything that no longer serves you. Death to the bullshit. Death to the lies, the sneakiness, the games, the trickery, any self-know energy. You're not rocking with it. You're trusting your intuition. You're a trustworthy person. Yup. Look, Queen of Cups. It's your energy. King of Pentacles here. So it could have been an ending to something with an earth sign. But I do feel like you could be meeting an earth sign, a new earth sign here. Because we do have new beginnings coming out for you guys. Well, no. Well, hold up. Yep. Ace of Cups. So it could be some earth sign coming in towards Capricorn that's coming in. The Magician card. Could be Gemini coming in. Somebody new is trying to come in. That's going to spark off some type of new feelings. But Spirit is wanting you to use your intuition because there's going to be a couple people that may come in to try to get your attention, Scorpio. Because you're looking good. You're pouring back into yourself. People see that you're glowing. You're happy. You cut out the toxic shit. So it's like now you're starting to feel back to yourself. And you are pouring into yourself because the Ace of Cups represents self-love and giving back to you, but this is also using your intuition, tapping into your spirituality. That's why we have divination here. New feelings being sparked. So like I said, somebody could be coming in. Could be a water sign coming in as well. Gemini, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius. We have different, so we damn near got everybody on the board. Aquarius here. So somebody's wanting to come in. Why is the Ace of Cups here for Scorpio for the month of August 2026? Clarify self-love. Why is the Ace of Cups here for Scorpio Spirit? Okay. Yeah, you leaving something behind for something new to come in. Out with the old, in with the new. You waiting for your ships to come in. You're looking ahead. You're looking towards the future. You're waiting for expansions to come in. And I do feel like something's coming towards you. You're going to be rapidly growing. You're moving forward. Some of you guys are getting a new car. You could be taking a road trip, gaining back control of your life. You may meet a person while you're out on the go, But I do feel like somebody's going to be stuck trying to figure out what's going on with you. They're going to be stuck on you, Scorpio. They're going to be in their head about you. They're going to be thinking about you, feeling like they stuck in their mind about what's going on, what happened, who you dealing with. If you're getting attention elsewhere from somebody else, somebody could be even want to look at your social media, curious to know what's going on with you. Could even reach out to you to text you like randomly, like, hey, but I feel like Spirit saying use your intuition, focus on self-love. If anybody from your past that's coming back have made you feel stuck, trapped, and bound to a situation that was endless, tiresome, karmic, listen, do not Do not engage, okay? Stand firm on your boundaries, okay? Because I do feel like, you're going towards happiness here with the Sun card, Leo energy. So we in Leo energy right now in the month of Leo. You could be meeting Leo here. And I feel like you're just gonna be speaking your truth. You cutting out the shit that's no longer serving you. If it don't make you happy, if it don't bring you peace, even though we know peace starts from within, but this person or people, whatever situations don't come in peaceful or balanced, you're not dealing with it. You're cutting it out. And you're cutting out anybody that's coming in to win at all costs, that's being sneaky, that's being petty, being malicious. You're cutting it out. And I feel like if you had options coming towards you, you feel like some of these options are illusions. They don't really want shit besides your attention. They may just look at you for how beautiful you are, whatever, or how handsome you are, but they don't want nothing. They might even just want to be lustful. Spirit is saying you cutting that shit out too, because you seeing right through that as well. You seeing right through that as well, okay? So I feel like Scorpio, you protected, this month. You good. You moving past the bullshit. You focus on the money, the bag. You got new opportunities coming your way here. A lot of you guys, the King of Wands, could be a Leo Sagittarius coming towards you, but a lot of you guys are just stepping into your power, stepping into this boss-like energy, this leader energy. Some of you guys are taking back control of your life after some type of challenges. You're overcoming those. You're seeing the bigger picture. Some of you guys might be entrepreneurs, may start a business this month, or this is the perfect time to start planning for a business. Some of you guys, if you are business owners or divination workers, I feel like I said, your clients going to be just jumping off this month. You're going to be real successful. People are seeing you, your power, your energy, your creative skills, everything. A lot of you guys are tapping into that solar plexus energy as well, that creativity, that drive, that motivation and ambition. Some of you guys are just going to be charged up this month. That's what I'm seeing. And you're releasing things that's not serving you. All right, give me 2 more cards. Give me a card for Scorpio. 2 more cards to close this energy out, Spirit, for the month of August 2026. Give me 2 cards for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of August 2026. Close this reading out. Speak up. Spirit is saying speak up. Speak up, stand your ground, express your needs, express what you need. Defend yourself, all right? Have the courage to confront any bullshit, especially people that's lying right blatantly in front of your face, thinking they can disrespect you and play with your top. Yeah, definitely find the strength and the courage to confront that. Your voice does matter, Scorpio, and that's what Spirit wants you to know. And then shadow work. You guys, like I said, you're in your North Node energy. Whoever you were connected to, they need to learn shadow work. You guys have done the shadow work. You could be possibly still processing things and doing some inner shadow work. But I feel like whoever you were dealing with was definitely needed to reflect, or you helped them see themselves by holding up a mirror so they can do some type of inner work or shadow work. Okay, it says facing hidden fears, exploring dark emotions, accepting imperfections, and meeting your darker self. And I feel like you guys are accepting who you are, your darker self. You are facing your hidden fears. You're exploring darker emotions about yourself, and you are doing the work. And you just want motherfuckers around you to do the same. And if they can't be honest and authentic and do the work, then they don't need to be around you, all right? Because guess what? You're in your safe space. I feel like your home, that's why I say your home is your comfort zone, it's your safe haven, it's your safe space. And Spirit is saying this is your emotional sanctuary. A lot of you guys are going into hermit mode. You're going to be in your house. You're going to be away from the crowd. You're going to be just kind of into yourself and your space. It's saying emotional sanctuary is here for you. This is a comfortable solitude for you. People think that, oh, she lonely, he lonely. No, this is comfortable solitude for you. Thank you for the confirmation, Spirit. Ashe. You are protected. You're protecting your peace, your vulnerabilities, everything. And you are safe where you're at. So Spirit is saying, yes, there's nothing wrong with, staying inside for a little bit, kind of figuring things out, going inside yourself, pouring back into yourself, doing your spiritual work, your rituals, meditating, whatever you're doing. So that's what I have for my Scorpios. Let me know if it resonates. If it does, leave a comment below. Once again, if you guys would like to book a personal private reading, check out my website, Ladyscorpiustarot.com, and my products on there, you guys. And yeah, subscribe to the channel if you have not. See you guys next time. Love y'all. Peace.